back to my latest 1000 IQ trapping video. It's basically the trap where I send my leader across the map and I try and bait people into hitting me or thinking I'm a leaderless castle. So this trap works well if you are strong enough to take a hit leaderless. If you're not strong enough to take hit leaderless, maybe don't try this trap. I mean, you can try it, but don't try and take the hit without your leader, because it probably won't work out too well for you. So this LNG person, LNG Christ T, saw my leader walking back. He ported next to me, and I believe he's trying to wait till the leader comes back, or at least that's what I thought when it was happening. Because a lot of times they'll scout you, either send like a 200k march to basically test if you're basically empty, but this guy decided not to wait. So he was sitting there a while. I turned off the camera for a second, turned it back on right as he was hitting me, and he came in and hit me. So he sent 250,000. He went Cav. I was in Cav Phalanx. So he only injured 37,000. I do not have my leader right now. It's still walking back. So, like I said, if you're not strong enough if you're not strong enough to take a hit without your leader, this probably isn't the trap you want to try. Basically, after I started doing this trap, I started taking all these leaderless hits. I realized I can trap like 99% of people without my leader. So I was like, great. So all that time I spent getting gear and jewels and all that, it was basically useless. I don't even need my talents, apparently. I don't need my leader. So he hit me. He lost his leader. That was a 250. 250s are really easy to take, obviously. He only injured 37,000 tier 1 troops, so I dropped 74,000 might from his leadered hit. He has decent gear. It's obviously not amazing. It's not mythic or anything like that, but it's decent level 60 gear. It's much better than my gear is. But yeah, so he hardly did any damage to me. Also, since I have Phalanx now, I can switch my Phalanx, so he can just basically, I can basically counter his march. I saw he was in Cav, so I was like, oh, yeah, I love, yeah, I love when people are messaging me in this. It's like, yeah, I love the trick, blah blah blah. My leader is still literally walking back at this point. I still don't have it, so I'm waiting here to see if anyone else will actually try and hit me. I'm your bed there. He's trying to bait a rally. That's basically what he's trying to do right there. Or is he trying to rally LNG Christ? I'm not actually sure, cause yeah. So I'm in your bed. You've probably seen my other videos, but yeah, he is a rally trap as well. You probably saw the video where he took the hit from Kane without his leader or without his with his leader sheltered and no stats and stuff. But yeah, so he's also a rally trap, very good rally trap actually. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, I was like, so what I found out is I literally don't need my leader to cap 99% of people. I mean, Mythic Champion, I can't actually cap them, I found out, because they have too much HP. They walk back like 3,000 troops usually on me or something like that. But that's just because I'm down 200% attack. Like if I have my leader, or even if I just have my talents, I don't actually technically need my war gear on. I can cap them, I found out. But yeah, those are the only guys who have walked back. There's been only 2 people that have got a walk back from me when I don't have my leader. Both of them had Mythic Champion gear, or at least part Mythic Champion gear. One guy was full Mythic Champion, the other guy was part Mythic Champion. So they're currently rallying me right now, so I'm going to just basically port across the map and shield and make them do all that stuff. There's Danny Francine there. She yeah, I think you've seen her in some other videos. So I think, are we rallying them too? Not sure what's going on here. I wasn't sure if this was a rally. Yeah. Oh, okay, Lord Tyler there. Okay, I think Lord Tyler was rallying the LNG Christ guy who doesn't have yeah. Okay, so he's gonna rally the LNG Christ guy. He doesn't have his leader. I am going to get rallied by LNG to try and get the leader back. So I was saying I could migrate for this because oops. I don't want to try that again. I think, oh yeah, I think I literally just migrated there. That's why I was like, I could migrate again. And they canceled. I was like, ah. Oh. So if they're going to cancel, the problem is I only have a little bit of time here. Because I have two options here. Either I migrate and take the leader away so they can rally him. But they have to do it fast enough that the guy's not going to get out of fury in the time too. Because if he's out of fury, he can just shield and I'd migrate for nothing, really. Because there's no point in me migrating for this guy's leader. It's not a rally leader or anything like that. He's just a regular guy. He'll pay a ransom, but the ransom's not worth a migration scroll for me. Like, it's not gonna be a big enough ransom for me to migrate. If I had like 10 of their guys or something like that, then yeah, I could basically make the migration scroll worth it because I'll migrate. They'll give me like a couple 100,000 gems or 100,000 gems or whatever it is, and then I can migrate back. But migration scrolls are worth a lot because it's a lot of coins basically. So I mean, yeah, because I mean, if you take the cost on that, so I'm just gonna port over here into the corners, make it as long as possible for them to actually come and rally me. So yeah, yeah, I'll make them carpets. So I'm basically just gonna waste some carpets for them. So they'll have to carpet me. They're not. Yeah, we're not rallying them right now. So it's the timing won't work out. The guy will get his leader back unless I want to migrate for the one guy. But like I said, if he can shield, then it's not worth it because if his fury's gone, he'll just shield. He won't take the rally, and then I just basically migrated for no reason. Um, so I got to make sure that's going to happen. Anyway, so I decided to shut off the recorder to do that because it does lag the phone a little bit, and if they're going to be carpeting me, I want to make sure I'm fast enough. So they ended up basically carpeting me, and I basically just shielded and all that. So this is the second clip. This is actually from a hit from what's called the Ken Yi or I forget his name. Anyways, he is a 4 billion might guy. So he's a 4 billion might titan. And he is actually just sending leaderless hits at me right now. So I got on right after the other hit happened. So this is YSX Chen Yi. I believe he's like 15 billion might now. So if you look him up now, I believe he's 15 billion might. At this point, he was only 4 billion might. So he obviously has a lot of troops to waste. So I guess he was attacking your hive, and I decided just to port in there and see if he would hit me. And yeah, of course he did. He decided to hit me. So he sent some leaderless marches at me. They do hit pretty hard actually for a leaderless march. I don't know if I don't have my war gear on. That's why they're doing so much damage. But this is a infantry hit. I don't know which phalanx I'm in right now. I'm in infantry, so he's going to do a little bit of damage to me. If I was in cav, it would have been a lot less. But I believe the first hit he went, I think he went range in the first hit. Maybe that was it. And I was in cav phalanx, so I decided to switch. So he's gonna come in here. I mean, he wouldn't even fill my infirmaries, I don't believe, if I didn't heal there. But just to be safe, and this was infantry again, so it would have done the same thing. Yeah, he would have another like 100,000 because I mean a lot of this is tier 1 actually. He's actually injuring here. He's only injuring like 60,000 tier 2 there, so he would have did like, let's say not 50%, like 2/3 the damage there. So he might have did like 100, and yeah, this is actual gear. So he has quite good gear, but he doesn't actually send his leader. I'd easily cap him if he sent his leader, but he'd do more damage obviously if he sent his leader. It looks like he's doing more damage just because I got tier 1 in my front line right now. But I guess some people didn't realize it was a trap. I guess, did we just SFY? Maybe we had just merged at this point with another, with, I think it was, I forget the guild that we merged with. Because we were SF and then we merged with another guild and then became SFY. And we've merged again and now we're, yeah, so we've done a lot of merging, so I totally forget what's going on. And some of the people in the guild didn't actually know who I was at the point, so they didn't know I was a trap. So the first one actually did a lot of damage. Yeah, I was in Cav Phalanx. So you gotta watch out for range hits if you're in Cav Phalanx, because it actually does more damage than Cav hits if you're in Infantry Phalanx. So that's the only thing you gotta watch out for. So usually if there's a gangbang, I'll send an Infantry Phalanx just because of that point. You don't want to take a hit from a range hit into Cav Phalanx. It just does tons of damage to you. And that's why if I sit in Cav Phalanx, I'm really careful to usually switch. I guess I wasn't being super careful here. I mean, you live, you learn, honestly. Like, this is all a learning process. And then, yeah, I didn't have as many troops at this one either. So, yeah, that's the hit he's sending. He's sending his 211k heroes, infantry, and if it was all tier 2 in my front line, he would have did like 150,000 maybe. He might have injured 150,000 leaderless, which is actually quite a bit of troops, but with his leader, he'd probably do twice that, about 300,000-ish. I don't actually know what his stats are, but there he is, 4.2 billion. He's got full mythic champ. Unfortunately, he didn't send his leader because I would have loved to actually cap his leader, but they decided to rally me after that. Yeah, that was KW. This was before my guild allied with them, so that's what's going on. So what right now I'm going to do is I'm going to try and bait them into actually soloing me again. It's probably not going to work, but what it does, it can waste a bunch of their reports. So I'm just going to send one tier 3 infantry because they're really slow, so it actually looks like I'm trying to send troops out. But yeah, what a lot of people do is either port in, try and basically take out these marches, and then someone sometimes will actually try and solo you as you're recalling them back. So that's kind of what was going on here. This is why I'm doing this. Some people are a little gung ho about it, and they'll actually try and hit you. But unfortunately, I didn't actually get a hit on here, but I did get a bunch of ports like this. So the guy's actually going to port in, basically try to basically take that or snipe the camp that I'm trying to send out there. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, a lot of times I do this trying to get them to cancel the rally, because they'll actually cancel the rally sometimes when you're doing this, just because they think you're actually trying to evacuate your castle, and they might port in and try and actually hit you while you're doing this because they think your troops are out, and try and get your troops before you send them out or whatever. You can hide them. So yeah, I think he actually did cancel the rally there. So yeah, so it's a good way to actually get people to try and cancel the rally. So I was seeing if anyone would port in right as it was coming, but I guess the one guy actually got to the one march before I could actually recall it, so he realized I was sending one march, but I was like, dang it. I got them to port a couple times, but that was it. And they also canceled the rally on me, so mission accomplished there. But yeah, so unfortunately, they didn't actually try and solo me there. That was my idea, was to actually try and get them to solo me, but they didn't end up actually doing that. So this is actually not me doing this trap. This is actually a bait. So this is a quote unquote empty castle. So this is just basically a garrison trap that we're doing. And they're just trying to farm this empty castle. It has a bunch of resources. So here comes the garrison there. You can see the marches walking towards now. So what the guy will do is wait till the other guys start sending a bunch of marches, and then they'll basically port away, and those marches there, those leaderless, maybe tier 4, tier 2, tier 1 marches, or tier 3, or whatever they're sending, will hit the garrison. The garrison will eat most of them, because the guy obviously has way better stats than the guys that are sending the march here. What he's got to make sure is there's no counter going on. So if he's sending like a range blast, make sure there's no like infantry leadered blast coming in there. So yeah, so the marches will come in. He'll eat a bunch of those marches. They'll disappear there, and then the garrison will walk back, and they'll realize it was a garrison trap after that happens, obviously, because they'll lose a bunch of troops, and they'll see the garrison walking back. But so this is actually a cool trap you can try if you have a really good account and you have an empty account. So here's another one. This is another 1000 IQ trap that I'm doing here. So I'm just basically letting my leader walk back. This Cives, he's a 1.4 billion might player, ported next to me. He's waiting for my leader to come back. I have Trickster as my leader right now, so it's the bait leader. I'm not sure what gear I actually have on right now, because I can't see it. Oh, no, I can see it, because the leader is walking back. But I could check it out. But sometimes I'll just sit in my war gear doing this. Sometimes I'll sit in other gear, but he's sending 250,000, and his leader, just pure tier 4 range. Shoot, I was in the wrong phalanx. Of course I was. But yeah, it didn't really matter. He did do some damage to me, unfortunately, but we'll see actually how much. Oh, no, it was only 66,000. So it doesn't always do a lot of damage if they are not strong enough. And if they're sending pure range, a lot of times that'll actually do less damage to me, because apparently I'm releasing. Why am I releasing? I'm not sure why I'm releasing, but anyways, I am releasing the leader back to him. Oh, okay. I'm in his. Okay, that's why. Okay, now I remember. My guild had a nap with HAH at the time, so I did send his leader back right away because of that. That's the only reason I sent it back, because my main guild has a non-aggression pact with the person, so I'm just gonna give him his leader back. I was wondering why I was giving it back. I was like, usually I don't do that, unless I'm in Fury and I want to give the leader back and port away because. But yes, that's the reason, is because I had a non-aggression pact with that guild. They might not see it that way because they just lost the attack, but I gave the leader back anyways. So we're gonna see. He actually changed castles here, so he might be going in for another attack here. So we'll see what he does. But yeah, I was being really nice to him. I sent his leader back. Basically, it was just like I said, it was because we have a nap with, or a non-aggression pact with their guild in my main guild. I'm not in the main guild trapping right now, but I'm still following the rules of the guild, just because like I said, if I go back to the guild, I can't be coming back with a leader from a guild that we have a nap with. So I was just giving it back. I was being nice. They're obviously not having it, I guess. So I'm just gonna heal up then, because if they want to attack me again, it's totally fine. I got 2 minutes back, leader. Yeah, 2 minutes back for my leader. There's another guy that's Cives. Oh, mean. Oh wait, no, that was the person. I guess Alucard is another person who poured it next to me. So we'll see what actually happens here, because I was being nice. We'll see what they want to do though. I am 100 mil might right now, actually. Oh, it's because I have lots of tier 3. That's why. I still have tons of tier 3 at this point. I did lose a bunch of the tier 3 just through times, and I actually joined some rallies and stuff, lost some tier 3, and that dropped my might down lower. But at this point, I had a little more tier 3 because I believe I just came from a kingdom where I was attacking, and I need the extra tier 3 to attack people with. But that puts your might up a little higher. But I was also trying to bait rallies in that kingdom, so I wasn't trying to get soloed in that kingdom. But yeah, so the leader is coming back in a couple minutes here. Yeah, so also another thing before this happens, if you guys want a monster hunting guild, I have a very good monster hunting bus that gets full almost all the time. It's really good. It fills up really quickly. So if you guys want to join that, that is the zombie monster hunting. I'll send the what's called link in, or I'll put basically a poster here just so you guys can see it. But here comes another attack. Is he actually attacking me? Oh, he's sending... Nope, he's going to recall. Good. Don't send the exact same attack. It's not going to work twice. Oh my god. Like, I can't port away and take it if I wanted to anyways, because my leader's walking back. That's one thing, is if your leader is walking back, you cannot port away. You can shield. If you get in trouble, just shield. But you can't actually port away. So, you can speed up your thing, but... Is he gonna... Why is he putting a... Oh, honestly... Is that what happened? Did he try to set a rally? He set a rally and he actually sent his leader in an attack instead. So that happens actually a bunch. So people actually try to put a rally on you and they'll accidentally try and solo you. Obviously, I'm not... See, I was being nice to them. And this is what happens. They try to set a rally on me afterwards, after I give them the leader back. I mean, come on. So here comes an attack. I don't know why this guy's attacking me. I guess the other guy didn't tell him that I'm a trap. He's sending a mix kind of trap. Like, this is going to be the easiest attack ever. Like, don't need to switch any gear or any leaders for that one. I guess that guy didn't get the memo. I guess I was like, did you not tell him I capped you? Like, without my leader? Yeah, so I'm not sure what they were thinking on that one. I was being nice. I gave him the leader back. They set a rally on me. They still tried to solo me. I was like, well, that's all I can do against the nap. Like, I'm not doing this. This is you guys hitting me. So, I'm not... Yeah, I literally told them, like, I have a nap with you guys. I'm giving your leader back, blah, blah, blah. And they still hit me again and try to set a leader, or set a rally on me. So that's the second attack there. Did 99,000 damage there. That was my tier 1 infantry. So he did 90,000 tier 1 damage to me. But yeah, he sent a mix there, or a 2-type mix, or whatever it is, but yeah, it did no damage. But yeah, that was my gear I had on. It's just my regular speed up gear with a trickster as my leader. Enjoyed the video. I have a couple more videos coming out this week, or at least one more video coming out this week. I'll have a baby trap video coming out tomorrow, I believe. And then KVK is this weekend. I should have got the KVK videos out before this KVK, but I guess I'll put the KVK videos out after the KVK. I hope you guys have a great KVK, and like I said, if you want to join a monster hunting bus, I'll leave that poster here so you can add the admins there and get verified and all that. Like I said, it fills up very fast, so make sure you get there early. So I hope you guys like this, and I'll see you guys next time.